In this video, we are going to be using Gapminder to view the relationship between babies per women, or the total fertility rate, and the gross domestic product per capita, or the gross domestic product divided by the amount of labor that there is. And we're going to be reviewing that for all of these countries here, and we're going to be viewing it over time. So we're going to start in 1960, we're going to go all the way to 2017. So the trend is going to be we're going to start with high total fertility rate and a fairly low GDP per capita. And as we move along, we'll notice that the GDP per capita increases with the amount of money that a country produces increases, and the total fertility rate shrinks noticeably. And this is happening for all countries. So the general trend is to start high total fertility rate, low GDP per capita, and then sink down, low total fertility rate, and a higher GDP per capita. All right, we're going to look at two countries here, China and the United States of America, starting in 1960. China right now would be in the middle of a famine, and the United States is actually sitting really well in the GDP per capita region. Very high GDP per capita coming off those post-war years. So as we move forward, 1961, we see China's coming out of their famine, and really the rates skyrocket as they realize that they can have more children. And then they kind of sink back down. And both of these countries at this point are actually having baby booms. China's kind of right here in 1963 with 7.41 babies per women. And the US in 1960 had 3.67 babies per woman, which is pretty high for them. And so they're going through their baby booms here. And as you can see, both of these in the 70s just sinking down in the babies per woman category and moving closer to a higher GDP per capita, especially right here. And we're just going to keep going here. And then in 1979, China enacts its one-child policy, which says that every married couple can only have one child. So we're going to see that babies per woman, the total fertility rate, really shoot down here. Here we go. And the US is actually climbing up a little bit now as the children from 1960 start having children of their own here, kind of in 1980, kind of through the 1990s. So they're shooting up just a little bit and then kind of evening out right around that 2 mark, 2 children per woman. And that's kind of the rate that you need to sustain a population, 2 children per woman. It's the rate there. And then you'll notice that in 2008 and 2009, the GDP sinks, the GDP goes backwards, entering the recession, and the number of babies per woman actually shrinks as well. So we can see that here. Goes all the way down here to 1.9, a high of 2007 of 2.12, and then kind of starts to move back a little bit as the GDP starts growing. So as we've seen, common trend, high total fertility rate, number of babies per woman. Then as that GDP grows, the number of babies per woman sinks. And then same as within a developed country here, high number of babies per woman, and as that grows, as the GDP per capita grows, number of babies per woman sinks down. All right, thanks so much for watching.